Hello, I'm McKenna. Okay, so I know there's an echo, and I apologize, but I don't know how to fix it. So, my project is on Egypt and Arab nationalism. Come on. Okay, cool. So before I get too into my presentation, I'm just going to go over some big ideas. Okay, so first, nationalism. Arab nationalism is a nationalist ideology celebrating the glories of Arab civilization. So stuff like the language and the literature of the Arabs. It calls for rejuvenation and political union in the Arab world. And just a little fun fact: Arab nationalism started in the early 20th century, I believe. So that's what the picture on your left is, and then the picture on your right is Gamal Abdel Nasser. Just some background information about him is that he was the second president of Egypt. He served from 1956 until he died, so he's very good at what he did. And he led the 1952 overthrow of the monarchy, which we will learn about later, and introduced far reaching land reforms the following year. So, big ideas, nationalism, and Nasser. So, Egyptian military leaders, the picture on your left is Egypt, made it a goal to take over the Arab world. They ignored all constitutional rights and laws, hence the picture on the right, and began a political revolution, if you will. In 1952, Nasser and his men managed to end the monarchy of Egypt's king Farouk without shedding blood or ending any lives. So the picture on your left is Nasser again, and then the picture, he's the head of Egypt, and then the picture on your right was Farouk. So he's the guy who got overthrown by the guy on the left. Eventually, Nasser named himself the prime minister and took over the government. He then continuously worked on developing Egypt's economy and military, hence the pictures on your right, and made it the foundation on pan-Arab nationalism. Nasser also adopted a couple different policies, which had included condemning states that sided with foreign military forces. So he was very much about his country. Nasser decided to keep Egypt neutral in the Cold War, ignoring all the pressure from the West to join them. With all this going on in the post-Cold War, he saw a lot of opportunities that would be used to benefit Egypt. Nasser used his political smarts to somehow get the United States and the Soviet Union to assist economically and militarily, which is why you have the pictures on your right. Nasser aimed to preserve the power of Egypt while also strengthening his leadership in the Arab world. Just a little fun fact is a piece of technology he used to make sure this was so is the radio. He used the radio to dominate other Arab nations and their policies. Again, I apologize for this echoing. I don't know what the heck is going on with my laptop. Nasser also decided to make another one of his goals to rid Egypt and the Arab world of imperial interference. He was very successful in all of his endeavors. This is just a cool picture. He looks very happy about what he did. I don't know what he was doing in that instance, but I do know he did some pretty awesome things. Okay, and now we have the video, which as you can see, video cannot be loaded. I knew this was going to happen, and so I loaded it in a separate tab. Nice. Okay.
In 1952, a group of young Egyptian army officers was planning nothing less than revolution. The year's main event would abolish the monarchy and send the king into exile. Soon, the ancient land of Egypt would be declared a republic. In the years leading up to the coup, Arab nationalism was rising in Egypt. King Farouk was seen as being pro-British and supportive of the United Kingdom's control over the Suez Canal. The Egyptian army believed that they had not been properly equipped to support Palestinians during the Israeli War of Independence. When that war was lost in 1948, officers blamed the king for abandoning the army. His Majesty Farouk I had been king of Egypt and Sudan since the age of 16. The 10th ruler from the Muhammad Ali dynasty led a lavish lifestyle that included regular shopping sprees to Europe. This lifestyle had aroused resentment among the people, particularly during the hardships of the Second World War. During his reign, Farouk came to be widely criticized for his corrupt and ineffectual governance. One of the men who had served in the Israeli War of Independence was Colonel Gamal Abdul Nasser. Nasser had commanded a unit in Palestine and was dismayed by the inefficiency and lack of preparation of the Egyptian army. Determined to change it.
Okay, so just to wrap up the video that we just watched, so what he talks about after this is, so Nasser made a group inside the army called the Free Officers. What the Free Officers were is there's a group of people committed to freeing Egypt from Britain's control. So they're really in charge of everything that went on. And on January 25th, 1952, British troops attacked the Egyptian police. And so they obviously didn't expect this to happen. There was like 50 deaths, I believe, 50 police officers killed. And so then, Egypt was obviously very mad about it, and this is when the raid started. July 23rd was the first day of the revolution, and soon enough, Egypt became a republic. Okay. I don't know how to stop this. That's not it.